if you keep your eyes in the future, then God will imbue into that future. That's one of the very good things that happened to us. Struggle with bad behavior is not acceptable. And somebody will notice it and take you to her to go and report to you to her or report to you to him. And all those our teachers, there is no Oyatifiditi. It's seriously. So if they have come to report me to him, thank God nobody did. Our teacher is not going to. When I have time, there's something I will talk to you about. As they are reporting the person, he is calling you. He is calling you. Say tomorrow. Okay, after some time. Okay. No. Because you must answer the questions. For your sake. They've always told us, whatever we're doing for you, it is for your sake. Yes. They already told us. And I was telling you about that mommy. Yeah. When she and her husband came to take care of scripture in and here. And what the lady was saying, I think you have to go, and reach out to this couple in that church. And when she came into my office, she said, Chi, is this not you? She just fell on the carpet and started crying. She cried so much. I rang my intercom to my husband. I said, I don't know what has happened though. The moment I came here now, he's crying. Please come. My husband to ran down the staircase and said by me, what did you say? What did you do? I said, I do not know what I said. I always told you about our aunties who came to Queen School to come and bring us up. This is one of them. And so Pastor Dobale and they greeted him. And I gave a packet of serviette. She kept wiping her face. When she was settled and cooled down, she said, I cannot believe that this is what you turned out to be. And she was asking Pastor, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for creating a scene, but I am grateful to God. And then she began to tell Pastor about our school. She used to come and greet us. How, once they tell us they are at the gate, all of us were running. We are running. We'll get ready. We'll go to the hall and wait for them. It makes a whole lot of investments. Yes. They invested. So she said, I was crying because I didn't know. She stood up, opened my window, and looked at the big church. And she said, So this is what God has been preparing. These were her words. So this is what God encouraged us to do. God never allowed us to just do anything you wanted to do with your lives. They paid, they invested. It was good. So she said, make sure that you too, you would recycle what, That's why I have a passion for the young people. Because if you don't have a passion for them and help them out, we'll have problems in the church. Yeah. Okay? All right. Thank you.
So, Mommy, you missing your admission to study medicine and studying home economics is still part of God.
It's God. Did I know? I did.
And that was where you met Pastor college.
Yes.
That's why the Bible says, commit your ways in the hand of God.
And he will do it. He will direct it. Because I was made up to study medicine, no going back. But thanks be to God for my parents. While I cried that I didn't get admission into medicine, my parents were saying, that's okay, what is going to happen? You will not stay at home one day. We are going to send you to College of Education. And that's where I found the man I married. You know, that I'll send you to the College of Education. You must be in school because you can't waste, your time. So God is faithful, Sha.
He is.
He is.
Faithful God.
He is. He is. He is. I'm very grateful for that.
So we want to know, how did you cope spending and sacrifice to help your husband achieve the goals? I believe right from the onset when you people met,
Yeah.
you will have shared his vision. So how did you cope and coming together to help him in fulfilling that?
Or you mean to help ourselves to fulfill?
yourself? Yes.
Mommy, you know when a lady wants to get married,
Yes.
she'll believe she will be pampered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mommy. No, even up till now. The man will come and speak sweet words to the lady.
We must deliver the young ladies of our days. The church must teach the young ladies what to look for. Because those words, those thoughts, those things, they are not of any value. Is the truth. They are not of any value. It only means that that girl did not have an idea of what God decided for her life.
She didn't have a proper understanding of the purpose of God.
It's as simple as that. My husband and I met in school.
Okay.
Right? We met in school. And I didn't say yes to him until I left the college.
Wow.
Because any girl that must fulfill the will of God must have her mind trained by God. It's as simple as that. It means you already know that this is how far I am going to go. This is how far God must take me to go. And if I must go this far, the man must also. So if the two people are not in agreement with what is in the heart of God, it will become difficult.
Okay, so Mommy, you are trying to say that getting engaged on campus is bad?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Getting engaged is not bad.
So I wonder why you
But
didn't
why I didn't say a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I had to spend my time and my life to pray. We were taught not to hurry to say, okay, yes, bro, I agree. No, we were taught not to hurry. We were taught also to know the kinds of questions we were asking. Yes.
So it's not a matter of bringing roses, kneeling down.
Don't mind the Igbo people.
No. Now it's not.
That's what I heard.
No,
don't mind them.
Come.
That's the deception we are talking about. You see, I'm sorry to say that young adults, particularly ladies, are usually disappointed. And the reason why a girl will be disappointed is when the girl does not know the mind of God. It's as simple as that. Okay? Because when I finally said yes to my husband, we now sat down. That day, we spent about 7 hours. We sat down to talk about how this marriage and where it is going to take us to.
Purpose.
You've got to know where the man is taking you to. And it is that period that we said, okay, we are agreed now.
Courtship started.
That courtship will start. And every one of us must have a jotter. When we meet, you will carry your own jotter, I will carry my own. And whatever questions you are asking, we are writing it down. Whatever answers we agreed on, we must put it down. Because when we now leave and you go home, I go home, the implication is this notebook will serve me to begin to pray and him to pray. And one of the things that God does is God will now bring to your mind issues, questions that have to do with the things that are written in that book. Yeah.
So,
But today it's not so.
Mommy, with that, you have enough things to do during courtship.
When I was taking care of the young marriageable singles in our church, I told them, being in courtship is not Mr. Big's affair. But that's what we have today. Our children, instead of sitting down to discuss matter, they'll go to Mr. Big's.
They'll buy Ashwebi.
Then they will buy all kinds of things. They will, their life will just, They had no time for that. He had no time for that. We were not going to Mr. Biggs. But today they will say we were old school. Yes. That's what they will say.
And old school is still standing up to today.
Yeah. So, we have to sit down. What does the Bible say about this, about that? We discuss the Bible. When we're doing Bible study here, you'll be wondering, what are they talking about? It's true now. That's why the young men, the young women of today cannot build a marriage that will last for the next 30 years. It's something that every genuine pastor must be very worried about. Must be very worried about. And give it thought. Think about it and decide to do something to help the young adults. Because many, they say, yes, I'm going to marry you, I'm going to marry you, and all the rest of them. They have no time for discussion.
No time for preparation.
They don't have any time for the preparation. They do not know this brother in the spirit. Because if you don't know a brother in the spirit, there is no reason why you should marry that brother or marry that sister. That's the problem we have today. And that is why tomorrow now, that engagement, that's the end. It just ends. And everybody's asking, what happened? What happened? You say he's not doing again. That's the answer young people give. She's not doing again. And that's why today, there's a breakdown. We have to be sincere. There's a breakdown. If a young man, a young woman does not spend the time, it's a big trouble. Yeah. It's big trouble. But today, it's not so. Okay?
So, Mommy, you were not pampered, in quotes, like all those people that have been taken to Mr. Biggs and Co. Also, how did you fulfill, how were you able to cope, sacrificing? Because so many times we hear about the lot of sacrifices you were making that time. So how did you cope?
One of the things that our older ones taught us is to discover from scripture and to discover from your life what marriage is supposed to be and what I am bringing to the table and what the brother is bringing to the table. You understand? By the time Pastor and I agreed we're going to get married, all right, that was when he composed this song, being a psalmist, composed this song that there's only one life to live. Only what is done for Christ is what will abide.
So before you go further, I still want to ask.
Yes.
So that's Genesis, the history behind that song.
Yeah, that's the history. Because as soon as we agreed, the next day he came up with a song. I had to now learn the song, learn it very seriously. Because your life, whether or not you go into pastoral ministry, the life of everybody who is a Christian, who is marrying somebody else, that life is not just for nothing. Your life is not just for nothing. You're not living a life that you will just, go about things and, get in a lot of things for yourself, etc. That life that you're going to live from this time onwards must be a life God has ordained and it is acceptable in the presence of God. That's why many marriages are failing. Do you realize it?
Yes, sir.
That many Christian marriages, they are failing. They are failing. And they ought not to fail. No, they ought not to fail.
And we can really see the impact of that song
Yes.
in your life and in your
Yeah.
ministry. That's
Yeah.
only one life.
Only one life. Only one
Lord,
life.
I give it to you.
Yes.
So that means that for us to fulfill destiny,
Yes.
we must give our only
This one life.
Wow.
Back to him. Yeah.
Then he will use it the way he wants.
Yes. Yes.
Transform it the way he wants.
That's right.
And use it for his own good.
That's right. And it's the truth.
Mommy,
There's no
so
going
your
back.
parents, did they know about all the sacrifices you were making? No, I just want you to be practical.
Yes.
Okay,
Did they-
it is you and God and with pastor.
Yes.
But I want to ask as a lady,
Okay.
do your parents know about all this? And how were you able to, marry the whole thing?
It wasn't easy for them.
And sorry, before you go,
Okay.
answer that question. Let me add this one down. So at times, some parents will ask, that brother, what has he given you? What is he buying for you?
Well,
So
I
in your
understand
case,
you.
What's your parent?
my parents were much more concerned about who is this man,
Okay.
right? They were also concerned about where he's coming from. Where is his parents' house?
Okay.
What are they doing? They were actually concerned about that. Okay? And then when they heard that I've never been to his village, my mother put her hand on her head. You don't know his village where the person you said to us. I said, yes, I do not know. You don't know? My parents almost, their head wasn't easy. And they said, you don't know his house? I said, no, I don't have to know his house. No, I don't have to know his house. I may know he comes from so place, but I don't have to go visiting his house, getting information about them, that the time is coming. The time is coming. Okay, so my mother was asking me, if the man is the kind of person who beats somebody, I say, I have already known. My dad said, how did you know? I said, God spoke to me that it will happen. That's why I was telling you people, if you say, no, you can't marry him, I'm going to wait until you agree. Because there's no turning back. My father said, no turning back. I said, yes, there's not going to be any turning back. I have to wait. Because I'm very sure of what God has spoken to me. So I would wait. You have to be patient with God. Because God is patient too. You have to be patient with God. So I said, I'm not in a hurry. Yes, I'm not in a hurry. That's so I will wait. When God says that you people have agreed, then we too can go on. Yeah, so it wasn't easy for them, because my dad had to take time to go to his place. My dad went to investigate, and of course I didn't even know. But, my father had a friend from that community. So he had to go get his friend. And the two of them went to his village. My father was able to identify his house. And unfortunately for them, they discovered he's not coming from a rich home. It's true. It wasn't coming from a rich home. I told my father, that it is not money that will give you a good home. There are quite a number of things that you have to consider. My father said, okay. that he has had it. That I should go, he will send for me again. Which was not easy, right? It wasn't easy, but if you know how to pray, you will get the will of God to be fulfilled. Right? Because my parents were worried, one, it doesn't come from a big home, a big family. And me, I'm from a medium family. And my father knows that as I was growing up, I didn't know suffering. And it's the truth. I didn't know suffering. They had to take care of us. They had no difficulties taking care of us. Jesus. And being the first child, my parents were worried. What if? What if? What if? You know, but we had no reason to worry because we spent time in the place of prayer.